right. Ahkis, mommy, string your necklace just to this way a little bit.
This way.
That way. There we go. Bam. Right there in the middle.
Feel it.
Perfect. All right. All right, Ahkis, mommy. And you want to kind of sit with your back just up a little bit more. Just a little more straight, a little more back straight. Okay. Good deal. Looks good. All right.
Put me on the spot, child.
Okay, so Mom, talk to me about how you've grown up eating. Baby, you're gonna have to take him out here.
You're too loud, and you're just talking and going on.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Mom. So talk to me about, tell me, what did you grow up eating? And how was food, what did food mean to you growing up? How did you grow up eating?
Well, basically, being from the South, being from Oklahoma, you did all the Southern unhealthy eating, fried food, starches, everything that was just totally unhealthy for the body. But that's what you ate. That's what we knew. And so that's what we ate. Plus, my dad raised chickens and we had pigs, and so things would be butchered and we would get that. We were in a very close-knit neighborhood, so what one didn't have, somebody else gave to them. So if we didn't have, bacon or whatever, somebody in the neighborhood had something. So everybody just kind of took care of everyone. May not have been the healthiest thing to eat, but we all ate every day. We had something to eat. So just basically unhealthy food.
Your family also had a garden and raised a lot of their food as well.
Dad did. However, by the time all of that materialized, I was almost grown. So it wasn't that I was just raised on garden food in the backyard. I was probably a sophomore in high school. Well, of course, I'm not interested by the sophomore year. I didn't want to work the garden. Really didn't want anything out of the garden, unfortunately. I did not want it. Didn't eat it. I worked part-time, went to school all day, worked part-time at night, so I usually did a grab and go. Grabbed me a burger, went home, went to bed, did schoolwork, went to bed, started that process all over again. So, unfortunately, I did not get all of that vegetable eating that I should have, did not learn that, even though I knew, but I didn't know.
Gotcha.
So,
how has the health of yourself and your family influenced your choices today?
well, not just my choices today. I work in the medical field. I work for a group of general surgeons. And when I see patients' medical records, and I keep seeing this cycle that's repeating itself. I keep seeing renal failure over and over and over again. I keep seeing cancer over and over and over again. So I started thinking something is wrong. What is wrong with this picture? It has to be in the food that we're eating, the fried foods that we're eating, all this grease, all this processed food. I started having blood pressure problems, and then having a chef that is very knowledgeable, that has been on me year after year after year, but I'm stubborn. But when you continue to see people at young age, younger than I am, just dying over and over again, and when I find out the cause of death, they went into renal failure. They went into liver failure. They went into congestive heart failure. They went in. A lot of this stuff is all surrounded by what they have ingested year after year after year after year. My mother has gone through 2 bouts of cancer. It's been over 20 years, and she is still here today. And I attribute a lot of that by her choices that she has made today in better eating. Giving up the meat. That was a hard thing for me. I never thought I would do it, but I'm glad I did. I feel better now than I did 20 years ago. I'm 20 pounds lighter. and I feel great. I want to beat myself sometimes because my daughter has been trying to get me to do this for years, and I've not listened. But after I keep going to funerals. I was telling someone at work I could take off work and go to a funeral every day because of somebody that I know, and the majority of it is it's not an accidental death. It's all attributed to what they have ingested in their bodies over and over and over again.
Wow.
So I just had to make a conscious decision. Be smart about it. And I tell people now, going vegetarian, I thought it would be complicated and hard to do. It has been the easiest transformation that I have ever done in my life. I am just still totally amazed by it. I've been doing this since May, and I am still totally amazed at how simple and how easy this was to do. It doesn't cost me any more money. People tell me all the time, it's too expensive to eat healthy. I tell them what their other option is. When they get that $1.2 million hospital bill that I have billed them because they ate incorrectly, and now they're in and out having these hospitalizations and making my doctors rich, you add it up. You add up the cost.
Mm-hmm. So how has the transition been for yourself, your family, and then friends around you?
The transformation for my immediate family, and when I say immediate family, I'm talking about me, my mom, and one sister. It has been fantastic for us. It has been absolute a godsend for us. More energy. I just feel great. I feel great. I'm not on blood pressure medicine anymore. Blood pressure is great. My mother is not on doing any kind of chemo treatment. She's not on any kind of cancer medication. All of the things that she was feeling as far as all of the side effects from all the different medicines and things. See, she's off of all of that, eating good. I have nothing but positive things to say. I can't say anything negative as far as going vegetarian. I cannot come up with one thing. As much as I would like to say, I wish I could, because my daughter's been telling me, as I said before, I don't have anything negative.
Does it taste as good? Are you enjoying it?
I have enjoyed it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's very helpful having a chef in the family. What I have learned, though, in my experimenting with the food, it's all about seasoning. If you season it like you want it to be, oh my God. So I'm still learning. I've only made 2 things that I've had to throw away that I could not eat, and I should have gotten some advice from my daughter. But other than that, I'm loving it. I have not missed the meat. Thought I would, because steak was my friend, I thought. But I've not missed it. I just haven't missed it. It's been a grand transformation for me.
What can you say to a woman that's in your age group that is thinking about making the change?
I want to tell you that I will be 60 years of age in May. It is never too late, because as I stated before, I started this journey in May, Mother's Day, May, when my daughter came home. And I'll go back to something else. My biggest decision for doing this was to support my baby. I know it has been hard for her for preaching to me, and I'm going to try not to get emotional, but I know it has been hard for her preaching to me over and over again. Mom, please, I want you to get healthy, change your lifestyle. When you have a daughter, a successful daughter that has done her homework, trying to lead you and guide you and keep you here, because now I have a grandson that I have to be here for. When she tells me this, I said, how can I be a supportive mom? You have to support your children 100%. It doesn't matter how old they are. You still have to support them 100% when they're right. So when I can't prove that she's not right, I have to support her. And in supporting her, I've become a new woman. I know I have added at least an additional 20 years on my life. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I've added 20 years of of life to myself. I know I will be around to see my grandson grow up and graduate high school, graduate college, and become a dad himself. So that's been the most important thing to me, is to support my baby 100% and be here for my grandson.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.